I think the number one question I get asked, or the statement that I hear the most when people most start out, is, I hope I can do it. Can I do it? What if I can't do it? I really, really want to, but what if I can't? What if I do it for a bit and then just lose focus? And yeah, because that's happened to me before. Can't stick to a diet. And the thing I'll often say, or even think, but do say, is, well, we can all do stuff that is hard, because you just have to think back to other stuff in your life that you've done that's really hard. And if it's important enough to you, you'll do it. So there isn't ever a state of, I can't do it. If it is important enough to you, you will. You only have to think about, these tales you hear about, people being able to turn over cars because their child is stuck inside it, something that they thought they'd never be able to do, but when push came to shove and it was important enough to them, guess what they did? And I know those are just tales, but they're exactly the same as, really, it's the same sort of principle, really. We find the strength and the commitment and the focus and the willpower if we want it enough. So if you're doubting yourself, just think a little bit about things in the past that you have managed to do that you really, really didn't think you'd be able to do. All sorts. I mean, like, if you're a mum giving birth, whoa, we all know how hard that is. But you found that resilience to keep on going, even though you didn't think you could. For me, I can think of loads of times where there might have been, as a student nurse, a ward I was working on that I really didn't enjoy. Mental health was one of mine. But I kept going because it was important enough to me to get that qualification. Being out in Australia is another one for me. I went out there for a year with a friend of mine who I'd done my nurse training with. And after 2 weeks, she went home. And so I was there by myself. And at the beginning, I really, really didn't think I could do it. But I did. I dug deep and I did, because it was important enough to me to stay out there and do what I do, travel and experience Australia. And when I was crying on the phone to my dad when my friend went back, I didn't think I'd be doing it, but I did. You can dig deep. You can. Just think about the times in the past when you have.